You must understand Satan as your adversary. Let me tell you this: if you run away from understanding Satan and how the demonic kingdom operates, you cannot manifest dominion. There is no military man who does not study the adversary and the strategy. Understanding the strategy of the enemy is part of the system of meting out victory. Are we together? The Bible tells us to not be ignorant of his devices. Satan has devices. It says no weapon fashioned. Weapons are fashioned. Satan studies a man, studies a people, and builds a system of attack from the study. Weapons are fashioned. It is ignorant and it is childish and irresponsible for a believer to not take the time to study Satan and study the demonic kingdom, not as a way of magnifying him, but understanding how he works. It was Paul who was speaking, and he said, I fear lest Satan should beguile you the same way he beguiled Eve. Eve was the bride of Adam. The church is the Eve of the second Adam. The same way he beguiled the first Eve, he will still come to the second Eve again. So you need to study how Eve fell to build a defense. He used deception. Is someone learning now? Not understanding. It was Paul who helped us arrange the demonic realm, that we wrestle not against flesh and blood. That means if your director is acting in a way that is inconsistent, hating the man is not spiritual intelligence. It's for you to know that the realm of the spirit, there are forces acting out using human agents as puppets. It's not against flesh and blood, but it's against principalities, powers, rulers, and the spiritual wickedness that resides within the heavenly places. They have their rankings. Demon spirits don't operate arbitrarily. There was a legion in the man in Gadara, but it was not all of them that spoke. It was one person that spoke on their behalf. Now, it says, be sober, be vigilant, for your adversary the devil, like a roaring lion, he goes about seeking whom he may devour. Let me guarantee you, the probability of him coming around your vicinity in your lifetime is 100%. Jesus had this to say, Satan cometh to me. After Jesus fasted for 40 days and 40 nights, guess the first person he encountered? Satan. Not angels, Satan. The angels came to minister to him after Satan left. So sometimes, just sometimes, your prayer and your dexterity in the spirit will attract both angels and Satan's attention. What is causing unusual angelic activity in this family? Because he knows that angels do not ascend and descend until they are executing the will and the speakings of God, and that in honor to the prayer of the saints. And once Satan begins to see unusual angelic activities around the life of a person, I hope you know Satan also depends on the word of God to attack you. He needs to know what God has told you. He could not attack Eve until God spoke, and he came and said, all I need to know is, what did he tell you? If I cannot know what he's told you, I stand powerless. So when God is speaking to you, it is warfare, not just revelation. Because when God says, I will bless you, the realm of the spirit also had it. You heard that God said, I'm lifting this lady. And that's why he said, this charge I give unto you, my son Timothy, that you war a good warfare. When prophecy comes, it's not just a time to dance. It's a time to wear your priestly regalia, because it's not only you that heard it.